Hello, my name's Chai Ishan, and my object chosen is basically a tank. The key features of it is that it can rotate, move left and right, and that it can adjust its speed, start, stop, and start. So my modeling process is that the tank is the main parent, and the tank body, tank turret, right tank track, left tank track are basically the child of the tank itself. The primitives I utilized were cylinders and cuboids. The transformations I applied to it were that I rotated the wheels of the cylinders to be 90 degrees to simulate the wheels like this. And the cannon parts were just basically scaled and elongated to like simulate the turret itself like this. And to like make it bigger just to simulate the turret. The tank body parts basically just a scaled like a scaled cuboid which I then like duplicate to make another like cuboid for the main body part and the tank turret. And the tank treads were also used to like simulate the tank treads. And I just made it a prefab so I can apply transformations to it without having to change the whole thing itself. As for my main modeling process, I just like separated three parts of the tank body, the tank turret, and the tank treads. To basically like figure out how to model each three of it like independently, and then just attach to each other to the tank like game object. And the final model is basically here, left, right, back, and front like this. And now for the Unity scripting here, I use like handle like speed adjustments to basically get I and K here to control the speed range. Just like going to hold on. So I instantiate it here. The game object and just like right. Oh, forgot why. This is ocean. It's basically like it controls the speed here and it can rotate like this. If I want to decrease the speed, I just do this and now it moves like slower like this. For the rotation, I basically just use the transform.rotate around and set the cube 2, which is basically this one here, as the main pivot point. Of, which is basically the child of the game object tank turret. To basically like move it around as I like rotate it. And this is and I basically utilize the transform dot rotate around like pivot point position to do so. So like the handle like start and like stop part, I basically just like use a bunch of like if statements for that. And also utilize this as the main like start and stop key to like do so and put it in front. Now that it's like stopped like here, it's updated here, you can't really move it now. If I just like press L here, it starts again and I can move it now. Like just sparingly like this. So for my Gen AI usage, I basically just use DeepSeek, primarily use DeepSeek to like do a bunch of research and to figure out like more about my my own like AI, use my own like programming and how to like utilize the Unity to rotate the object around and make a script for it. So like this one basically is like I basically utilize this to like figure out why my handling is basically breaks itself when I rotated it, and I just the life, and I figure out like through a bunch of like debug like statements that it was due to like that's not updating well. So I had to like make a boolean to show it's turning to be true and false to like let the object know how it's so. And I also basically used it a lot to like figure out how to do like tank rotation methods, and also to use the speed range here and to figure out more on how to do so here. The challenges is that I couldn't make the turret stop and start as I wanted it. It breaks itself when it stops once. And how I solved it was that I basically use a bunch of debugging statements to figure out when it crashed and from and how it stopped, and had AI search a solution for me. So my key learning takeaway is that I learned how to like 3D model, detail it with the script to make it move, utilize Unity like transformations like 90 degrees Z axis to rotate it, and 90 degrees X to make the cannon. And I learned how to script with Unity to make the object rotate, control its speed, and create a start and stop script. And also learn how to utilize it to make sure that it works. And that's all. Thank you.